fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's it, see. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah!
Hey ho, Jesse Blaze Snider here, the Coolest Geek Alive. We've got another Saturday morning episode of our show, and I've been threatening to do it for a little while, but I got my kids back on so I can have them review some of the greatest geek culture classics of all time. And I decided to just kind of start with the Indiana Jones trilogy. That's right, there's only 3 Indiana Jones movies. I don't know what that 4th movie was. And I didn't even see the 5th movie. There was no reason to do that to myself twice. But me and my children went back recently and we revisited Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is my personal favorite, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. And we're going to talk about them all today with my youngest children, Parker Pryde Snider and Grayson Wayne Snider. Parker, could you introduce yourself and tell everybody how old you are, what grade you're in?
My name is Parker Pryde Snider, and I am going into 2nd grade.
And how old are you?
I'm 7.
Okay, she just turned 7, everybody. Now here is Grayson. Grayson, can you tell everybody how old you are, what grade you're in?
I am Grayson Wayne Snider, and I am 8, and I am going in the 4th grade, and yeah. And is it true that recently you guys have watched the Indiana Jones trilogy? You can just shout loudly, yes? Yes.
Yes!
Okay, cool. So, starting with you, Parker, we're going to begin talking about the first one, the original Raiders of the Lost Ark, with the giant ball in the temple at the end. Yeah, with the gold idol that he's got to take the sand on the pressurized switch with. And what are some of the other classic moments in that? Them going down into into the other underground temple with all the snakes in there. You guys remember the movie? We just watched a little refresher so I could put them up on it. Parker, what did you think of that movie, and what were some of your favorite parts?
I rated it a 9 out of 10, the 4th one. I liked it a lot because, it was cool, funny, and a lot of reasons I liked it. I liked it a lot because, the details and all the stuff that was happening on it. And, yeah, that's all.
Okay. Did you have any scenes in the movie that you thought were really memorable? Like, that when he fights the guy at the end around the plane or anything?
Daddy, is this the one where he falls in the pit full of snakes?
Yeah, he falls in the pit of snakes at the end?
That's one of my favorite parts.
Oh, because he's scared of the snakes?
Mm-hmm. I like when he fell in it because it was so funny.
You thought it was so funny? Do you think, do you read these movies as funny or as fun or as scary or action or what?
Fun, funny, and they're not scary at all.
Not scary at all. Okay, Grayson, what do you think about Raiders?
I really like the movie. I love the first one because I like the end fight near the plane and stuff, and where he has to run away and falls in the snake pit and almost gets killed. And
you mean when he has to run away from the giant boulder at the beginning?
Yeah, giant boulder and the plane, and yeah. Did you
like any of the side characters?
Yeah, I liked his friend and the girl, kind of.
I told you his friend is actually played by the same guy who plays the dwarf in Lord of the Rings. Do you remember that?
No, I did not remember that.
I did.
Okay. So, Parker, what do you think of Indiana Jones as a character? Do you like the way he looks, the way he dresses, and how he acts? Do you think he's funny? Hold on. Well, yeah, just as a character in movies, you see a movie like The Incredibles or whatever, and you know who Mr. Incredible is. Now that you know who Indiana Jones is, what do you think of him as a character?
He's not funny. Actually, he's not funny. He's cool.
Why is he cool?
because he does a lot of adventures and jumps and flips, and I like doing those things. And I do them on my trampoline.
So he's adventurous, and you like that he gets up to adventurous things. Okay, Grayson, what do you think about Indiana Jones?
I like it, and I think it's cool. When I first saw him, it was in like a game, and I was like, oh, this is a cool skin. And then when I got showed the movie, I was like, oh, this is the skin I wear. And I was like, oh, wow, the movies are good. So I really like the movies, and it's cool that I have a skin too. And I think the movies were amazing. But I didn't like the second one too much.
I thought you loved the second one. That's the one with the little the little kid who's hanging out with him the whole time, and when they take out the guy's heart and stuff.
Which one do I not like? I do not remember.
You had said that you didn't like the third one.
I do not remember which movie I loved the most. And I don't remember if I liked them all or if I hated two. And I don't know.
Grayson, you just told the audience that they should never have listened to this in the first place. I'm not actually giving them anything that they want. My children can't remember anything enough to review the movie. This is so embarrassing. We're going to have to cut all of this out of the show. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's really funny. This one is the one where he starts off. See, now I can't remember. It's the one where he's fighting Nazis the first time, and they're all looking for the Ark of the Covenant, and they end up falling into the snake pit trying to get the thing, and then they get locked down there, and then they end up getting tied to the pole, and everybody's face is melting by the end of it, and and it's got the ball rolling in the temple at the beginning.
I like the part where they melt and the part where he shoots the rocket launcher. And I think this movie was good, actually. And I honestly think I liked older Indiana Jones. I can't remember what I rated them all, but I liked the first one a bunch.
Okay. And his love interest in the first movie, where do you rate her on the table? There's the crazy actress lady who's like all freaked out by everything in the second one. And then in the third one, you've got the Hungarian lady who double crosses them. And in the first one, you got like the sweet lady with the freckles and the brown curly hair. Who do you like best of all three of these ladies?
I can't remember all three of them, but by the sound of the first lady, I think the first lady's the nicest, and the third is the ditch one.
All right, moving on to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which I want to shout out as kind of freshly a favorite of mine the more I watch it. My girlfriend is actually a huge fan of Temple of Doom. Shout out to Julie Bright. And I watched it with her recently before I watched it with my kids, and I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. The practical effects and just the whole vibe with Short Round, it's really charming and fun and holds up very well after all these years. It looks like a masterpiece compared to so many things that are made nowadays, and I really enjoy it so much. Before I get your overall opinion of it, what do you guys think of the scene when they're going to get crushed by the booby traps inside the wall, and the lady has to put her hand into the bugs to save them, and she doesn't want to, and they're about to die?
Oh yeah, I like that part because I thought it was yucky and cool. I honestly would be so afraid if I did that. I would be the scaredest piece. I'm very scared of bugs, kind of, and I think it was cool. The fact that they were about to die and she did that is I would probably throw up after I did that. Yeah, I thought that part was cool.
Okay, Parker, what about you, baby? Would you put your hand in there with all those bugs to save them?
Yeah, of course. I love bugs. They're so cute. I even pick up worms.
I love you, Parker. So what do you think of Temple of Doom? Is it one of your favorites? Or at the time when we talked about it, you guys all seemed to like that one the best. Did you still feel that way?
I liked it. I rated it a 10 out of 10 because it was so cool. Like, it was funny, and I loved the part where they were, like, dancing at the very start of the movie, and it was very cool.
They were dancing at the very start of the movie?
It was like the girl at the start of the movie. They were dancing on stage, and she was applauding.
The club.
Oh, yeah, in the club when he had to crawl on the floor and get the antidote for the poison that he was given. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you like that? Yeah, I like those opening scenes too. I really like her character. She's very funny because she's so against type. This lady in the movie, you know, she doesn't like the outdoors. She doesn't like bugs, and she's being put through the ringer. I think that's always the most fun when you can see people who are not meant to do the thing being forced to do the thing. Parker, what else do you have to say?
And I like the part where she, where like they were like putting the girl in the pot of doom where she was gonna get lava, so then she couldn't go. And I like the part where the person grabbed out their guts.
They pulled the guy's heart out of his chest. See,
it makes me laugh.
This one was clearly a little bit more memorable for you guys. You're pulling a lot more information out of your brain about this one than the previous one, so that's interesting for me to see right off the bat. All right, Gray, what do you have to add to that? What were some of your favorites, and what did you think of this one overall compared to the others?
I loved the start of the movie too because I love pretty much all the start of the movies for old Indiana Jones is. But I thought this one was the coolest because I loved them where they were like doing trades on the table, and I loved like all the fighting going on because I like action movies and stuff. And I thought the part where they went to that cave mining place, or I don't know what it was called, but
you mean the one where the cult was worshiping the voodoo witch doctor dude?
Yeah, I really like that because all the like worshippers were like laying on the ground and like doing the thing you do to like beg, bowing. And I think it's pretty disgusting that the guy took out hearts of people and then put them into a cage. They would definitely die if you took out their heart. They would die straight away. So I don't know how they were still living after they got their heart taken out. And I thought it was very cool at the end where they were on the bridge and they were like about to break the bridge, and they broke the bridge and Indiana Jones was fighting the guy, and then his henchmen kept falling, and then the main guy fell, and Indiana Jones managed to save one of the stones, so he got to put in the thing, but I don't know if he even put it in the museum. I think he gave it to the people at the end. And I thought the movie was cool, and I love this movie. This one was probably my favorite.
All right, you had something to add, Parker?
Mm-hmm. It was weird that after he took out the heart, like the gut just cleared his body and he was still alive. Like it just healed somehow. And then he was still alive. Like, there was like a rip in his body, but then it just went back together.
Oh, magic.
And I was like, that's not supposed to happen in real life. Even though I know it's an acting movie, I just think they should not do that.
Oh, yeah? But you guys did seem to like it. Okay, so what did you think of Indiana Jones's sidekick in this film, Short Round? Here, first to you, Gray.
Oh, I loved the tiny boy. I thought the boy did great acting, and the boy, I thought, as I said, did good acting, and the boy was cool in the movie. he was like Indiana Jones' friend, and I watched the movie, and it's the same guy who was in the other movie I watched. I forgot what it was called, the movie.
You watched another movie with a little kid?
Yeah.
Oh, Goonies?
Yeah, Goonies. Or you said there was another movie with the little kid in it. I was like, oh, he's like a famous little tiny actor. And
Look at the little tiny actor.
And I thought the boy was cool in the movie.
Okay, Parker, what did you think of Short Round?
Short Round, it was good. I liked how he was acting.
Did you think he was funny?
Mhm. He was funny. He was cool. He was doing good acting. Wait, I already said that.
I always thought he was very cute. I think he's an adorable little kid. What do you think?
I'm adorable.
You are adorable. Don't be jealous of Short Round. Do you think he's adorable, Grayson?
Yes, I do think he's cute.
Yeah, me too, but I only think he's a little bit cute.
Okay. All right. Before we move on past Temple of Doom to Last Crusades, I'll say, what did you guys think of the special effects in the movie? Did you think they were cool? Like, did things look real to you? Did all the temples and the stuff look real? Did the heart look real? Or did the effects look fake? Starting with Parker.
The heart looked like a rock shaped in a weird way.
A rock shaped in a weird way.
Yes. But somehow it was beating, and I did not like how it was like that. Or it might have been something that they painted, that they put a beatbox in, and then they just made it beep.
Okay, so was it good special effects or not good special effects?
It was. I liked the movie. I liked how they act, but the heart part was not good.
Okay,
but every other part was
all right,
good.
So the special effects are the things that, like, visually you wouldn't normally see, like the lava. That's a special effect. And that whole temple and
the
pulling
lava
the heart.
didn't look real.
The lava didn't look real? And did it not look real when he took his heart out of his chest? Did that look real?
Nope. It looked like rock.
It looked like rock?
Yes.
His heart looked like a rock. All right. What
a
did you
rock
think?
that was beating.
Okay, 1 second here, but Grayson, what about you?
I thought the lava looked real. I thought everything looked real. I just think when he went into the hole, it didn't look like lava. It looked like a portal. So I thought in the middle looked like real lava, but in the hole it looked like just a portal that you could go through, and there would be like a monster who attacks you, and then you die. And I thought the heart was a little not realistic, but they did do good on special effects, I think. And I think the movie was pretty good, and I thought the special effects were good too.
Yeah, like the sets of the temples, which are all practical sets. Practical sets, I mean, like they built a set. A lot of times now, everything is just added in afterwards, and like they shoot everything on a green screen. All of that stuff was shot on actual sets, which is one of the reasons why Julie likes it so much. So what do you think of that, the fact that everything was shot on a real set?
I actually never knew that, so that makes the movies cooler to me now. And I think the temples are cool, and I like the special effect temples. I don't even know if they're special effect, but I think they're so cool.
All right, finally is my personal favorite, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It's Indiana Jones and his dad. I've always thought that this movie is wonderful. It's just the dynamic between the dad and him. Even like I like the love interest who double crosses them. You know, usually speaking, I don't like when anybody double crosses you. She's so authentically her. You know, she's obsessed with the thing, and you feel tragically like you kind of like her, even even falling to her death, obsessed with the thing at the end of the movie. I think this is really the best Indiana Jones movie. My kids didn't necessarily feel the same way. All of them in general, I seem to remember saying that this was their least favorite. But tonight, when we were just running through on fast forward all three movies to remind them of what they were, we ended up watching the end of The Last Crusade in its entirety. from his dad getting shot and him having to go through the 3 trials, to get the Holy Grail. And I think that's pretty telling. And Parker actually, she went and she wrote down on little pieces of paper her score for all 3 movies. And then she decided to take back number 3. She said, "This is the end of number 3?" And I said, "Yeah." And she went, "Wait, I got to take that back." And she crumpled it up and she wrote a new one that gave it what score is it? It's a 9 out of 10. It was an 8 out of 10, but it was a 9 out of 10 because she said this one has a really good ending. And I agree. I think it has a really great ending. But Parker, what do you think? Tell everybody what you thought of The Last Crusade.
I didn't really like the start or the middle. I kind of liked the middle. I kind of liked the middle of the movie. I liked the middle of the movie more than the start. And I loved the beginning. The beginning was the best part of the movie.
I thought you said you hate. You just said that you hate. That you said that you loved the middle and you hated the beginning.
No, I said
you mean
I
the
like.
ending. You mean the ending, I think.
Hold
on. If I play it back to you, you said not the beginning, the middle. And then you said, but the best part was the beginning, which I think you mean the best part was the ending.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Alrighty. All right. Grayson, what did you think of India? Oh, you're not finished? Hold on. She's got more to say. I'm sorry.
And I liked the part where they needed to get the cup because his father died. And I liked the part where she was like, we got it. And then she stepped in the middle, and then it made a crack, and then she tried getting it, but then she fell. I would have not have got that. I would have done, yep, I'm getting up.
You what, getting out? Yes, I'm getting out.
Yes, I would not have went I can get it. We can have it now.
No, you wouldn't have done that. You thought that was a foolish move?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't need to do anything with it.
All right, Grayson, what do you think of The Last Crusade?
I honestly think this was one of my favorites too. I think all of them are good. I just think this one I didn't like the middle. I think that's why I didn't like it before, because I didn't like the middle, but the beginning I thought was so cool, where he's a kid and he's on the circus truck running from the the Indiana Jones from that thing. And I thought it was so cool on the circus car. And then he went to his dad's house. They got him. He had to give it back. They gave a warning to him. And his father was looking at maps, kind of, for to find something. And his father didn't answer him. So I thought that the beginning was amazing, and then the end I loved a lot. I loved that he had to go through all the courses to get to the final room, and where the man drank that water and pretty much died from getting old, because he got old from drinking it, because that's what happened when you pick the wrong cup. And I thought it was foolish of the girl to go pick it up too and fell. She should have just got up. And I loved Indiana Jones got it right, and then his father healed, and I loved that everybody got out safely except that girl who made a dumb decision.
So your older sister and your older brother aren't here today for this interview. But what do you think that they thought of the Indiana Jones films, and what do you think as a family? Do you think you'll ever watch any of the Indiana Jones movies ever again? Do you think Logan and Cassidy would?
I think Logan would rate it in 8 or 9.
Let's not think in numbers.
I think Logan would like it.
I specifically asked you if you guys will ever watch it again. Would you ever watch it again?
I don't really think so.
You don't
There's
think
other
you've
movies
watched
I like.
Jumanji multiple times? You wouldn't watch this again like Jumanji? Is it?
I love Jumanji.
And do you gave this an 8, a 9, and a 10? These movies.
I think I would totally watch it again and watch it if I ever had kids. I would definitely show them this movie because I thought it was good. And I think Logan would watch it again, but I don't think Cassidy would ever watch this again because he didn't look that interested when we were watching them, but I know he did like them. And I think Logan would watch him again, but Cassidy, I don't know if he would watch it again.
Does it make sense to the two of you that these are some of the greatest geek culture films ever made? Parker?
Not really.
Not really. It doesn't seem that good. Good enough to be the greatest ever? Okay. Oh, what do you think, Ray?
I think it was good enough to do it, to be the
One of the greatest.
yeah, one of the greatest geek culture movies.
Okay. Well, this brings us to the end of another fabulous episode of the Coolest Geek Alive. Please, if you haven't yet, go to Kickstarter and back my book, King of Kings #1, fabulous comedy that I wrote with my pal Mark and my buddy Dave drew it, and it's really awesome, and you should check it out. And I don't know what other things. Oh, you can write me an email for the main show when I read letters at jessiblaze@jessisnider.com, and you can tweet at me. I'm Coolest Geek JBS on the Twitters. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Next week, it's going to be fucking awesome too. Join us again, won't you?
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
It's my favorite part. Isn't that heavy? I played that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Coolest alive. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Stay with your tribe. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Revenge of the Geeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Week after weeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Laughing with you. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And crying sometimes too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Spelling it out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Making you shout.
You've been listening to Coolest Geek Alive with me, your host, Jesse Blaze Snider. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more excellent geek culture content. Thanks for listening.
You like that? It's a kazoo solo. I played that too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Talking some shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Living your shit. My voice is fucking awesome. Food in our mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Get in the mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Tell all your friends. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Call right or text. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Raising the bar. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Straight to the stars. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's starting soon. Straight to the top. Awesome. Passing the moon. It's gonna be fucking awesome. On with the show. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Ready, set, go. It's going to be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Just wait. You'll see. You'll all see.
The podcast playground.